action. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, creatures of the night, Gregory Koch here at NAMM Show 2015 in the Gibson Lair.
Gibson
Mike
Memphis.
Voltz, one of my favorite individuals on the planet, creator of magnificent instruments, Gibson Memphis. And every year we come here, and every year there's more temptation. I do those videos, and every time I see Gibson Memphis guitars lined up, my excitement level goes up exponentially. Because I know.
So does ours, because you might play one.
I love it. As a matter of fact, I just did a new live DVD that'll be coming out in about a month, and I used that 335 on a significant quantity of the jams.
Thank you.
It sounds glorious. And so tell us, what do you've got up your sleeve for this year? What new glorious devices?
Everything's new. 2015, we just started fresh. And we thought about it this year was just, what can we do to help the player? What can make it more fun? What can make a better guitar? And let's just start over here.
Yes.
With our studio line. This is our entry level. It's every bit of 335 of any one of them. The same construction, same maple center block, laminated rims. This year, we added binding. Last year they weren't. We came up with some new colors. This is our 335 Studio and the 339, and they're
look at that.
Sort of brother and sister.
Cool.
So, yeah, we had the nice warm
simple
red on
elegance.
This one. That's what we're shooting for, and it's just a rock and roll machine.
Indeed.
Then moving on, we have our satin series
with block inlays.
That's one thing we changed on most of our core. We had dot inlays, but the 63 is such a beautiful guitar, and
believe me, I understand.
Oh, yes, but and on our historic 63, we've actually taken it up a notch. We have original celluloid inlays, and so we could take some of the other features we had that aren't quite historically accurate, but add it and really dress up what we're doing. I love this.
Oh man,
this. Our 335 figured, and we just talked to the finish guys. We said, look, we need to brighten up we need something a little fresh, and this is it. They just did this sunburst, and it was magnificent.
No, let me ask you this. What's this new little symbol up here, that little F hole thing? What do you got there?
Okay. Gibson Memphis has been an independent division now for about 2 years. And we've spent the last, several years just focusing on guitars and, getting better and better and better. And it was like we realized people don't know who we are. So we just came up with that.
As your own logo.
It's it.
Dig it.
It's just,
perfect.
It's an F-hole.
Yeah.
It sort of spells out what we are.
Exactly.
And you'll be seeing that more and more. But again, that's just our crew. The guys out in our finish, everyone on the floor is amazing. And we said, look, we'd like to do something. They said, we got it. It was like, you do.
Excellent.
It's beautiful. Along with that, this year, we switched over, you can see here, bone nuts.
Okay.
It's a very traditional material. It tunes really well, and they hold up forever. So they sound good, they hold up forever. So we've stepped up and we've changed out. We had Corian, which was fine material, but the bone's just a little bit nicer.
Beautiful.
We went over last year, I'm pointing here, you can't see it, there's a truss rod, but last year in our historic lineup, we went with the original style historic truss rod, where it had the solid brass billet on the end, was drilled out, a larger rod that's actually put in by hand and peened over. It works so well that we've just put it in everything. So every Gibson Memphis guitar now has a historic truss rod.
Okay.
It adjusts so much better.
Excellent.
So there are little things like this that aren't truly apparent, but we just want to make the guitar better and better and better.
Tell me about this gorgeous creature.
Okay. Again, we took our regular 335 with a plain veneer. We had cherry before, so we stayed with the cherry, brightened it up a little. We added the block inlay, and it just went, whoa.
Yes.
Look. Here's another thing, though. If you see here, locking studs.
Oh, yeah.
This is new. Last year we went with the locking bridge, the Tone Pro. Everybody liked it. It really worked well, so we thought, what can we do? So it's a standard stop tailpiece, so any Gibson stop tailpiece works. but now you can lock the studs. And it's elegant. It doesn't stand out. It's not, doesn't take away from the guitar. It's still very much a 335.
Beautiful.
Inside, we've changed out our capacitors. We used to have an 022 microfarad for both pickups. If we changed it to an 015 on the neck pickup, and you get a little better clarity. It doesn't roll off quite as much. It's just, so the clarity is just a little something.
A little something, something.
That's what it is.
I dig it.
And while we were doing that, we had 57 classics. We've gone to the Burstbucker 1 and 2.
Okay.
A lot of folks like those pickups. We thought, all right, let's just put them across the board.
So be it.
That it is. And I know you've played the Les Paul.
Yes.
Been out now for 8 or 9 months.
Yes.
We're having a ball with the Les Paul.
Oh,
Thank you for playing it.
Oh, sounds killer.
We're loving it.
Yeah.
So what we did is we just sort of grew the Les Paul line a little bit. Last year we had the Light Burst. That was our first one. This year, a very traditional color for Gibson has always been the Heritage Cherry Burst.
Yep.
So we're going with a Heritage Cherry Burst. And if you'll grab that one, we have the Lemon Burst.
Beauteous. Just so light and delicious.
We're about 6 pounds.
Unbelievable.
About 6 pounds here.
That is gorgeous. I love it.
And
we've got some more of them.
Well, we do, but even before we go there.
Oh, look at that, a bass.
Now feel the weight.
Oh, my Lord. It weighs nothing.
6.5 pounds.
Unbelievable.
It's exactly the Les Paul body. The Les Paul just seemed, everything works so well. The neck is a Les Paul. It's the same spec. If you feel it, it's exactly.
Sure enough.
So guitar players, you sit down, you pick it up, and it's like, well, wait a minute. I understand this.
Right. Very cool.
Hip shot
Gorgeous.
ultralight tuners. We're making our.
6 pounds.
Yeah, and the pickups in the Les Pauls are the MHS, Memphis Historic Spec.
Okay.
We were saving those for historic only,
right?
But we're having so much fun with the Les Paul, and they sounded so good. They all got them.
Perfect.
And even these are that. They're a modified MHS for the bass.
Kidding.
Sounds good.
Look at this.
Now,
beast.
here we go. Now we're into our limited runs.
Look at that. That is the shizzle.
This is Q1 Bigsby. This is last year's Light Burst. I love it, so we kept that for this. Added the Bigsby, and it just gives you a little bit more places to go.
Beautiful. That's a glorious guitar right there.
You can't have Les Pauls without
a custom.
a custom. So there it is, the lightest custom to ever hit the planet.
Oh my Lord. Excellent.
And what we're going to see here are our Q1 limited runs. We're going to have all new runs coming out Q2, 3, and 4. So there'll be about another 40 different limited runs.
Unbelievable.
This
sure Wildwood will be experiencing.
Oh, Wildwood influences so much.
And a VOS.
VOS gold top. A gold top had to get VOS. It just had to happen.
Look at that. Very cool. I dig it. I diggity doggone dig it. So variations on the Les Paul.
Variations on the Les Paul.
But tell us this.
Here we go.
Sweet googly moogly.
1952 ES-295.
Oh, so good.
The Rockabilly guitar of all time.
Yep.
And they had done one cherry that I know of. And I've been waiting to do a cherry for, it's just, and this is it. Finally, it was like, okay, we can do limited runs. We need to do it.
Right.
It's very limited. 50 pieces.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my bad. We should have made more.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
Glorification process, Gibson.
Yeah, Carl and I are discussing.
So, and it's
two. Carl wants one, and I want one.
there. And that has our new MHS P90 pickups, and it's just set to go.
It's glorious.
Of course,
Trini
the Trini Lopez.
Yep.
one of the first guys I heard, first record my family owned.
Yep.
Trini Lopez. So
Yep.
it's just wonderful to be able to build guitars for him. We're just thrilled. Again,
Yes.
345,
Love it.
1964.
Oh.
This is a limited series because we're using the figured wood on it. In the 60s, they didn't use any figured wood, but
Right.
we've established the 345 well. It's doing,
They're magnificent.
knock on wood, people are doing very well with it. You know, we've got the Veritone. We kept it mono.
Yep.
A lot of folks prefer the mono. And again, this has got the historically accurate new celluloid that we
Got it.
worked on with our manufacturer. You know, it's got the rounded binding. Oh, in fact, all of our guitars this year have rolled binding, so when you pick up, it feels good. Nice soft neck. So
Beautiful.
this is limited again for Q1.
Love that.
Here it is. This is a core
Whoa.
model line, 1959, our vintage natural.
Beautiful.
It's a jazz machine. It's just wonderful.
Glorious.
This is fun. Same guitar. They never used curly wood on these guitars. It was time.
Indeed.
It was time.
Look at that.
We're
Stunning.
actually using curly wood on the sides.
This is like a guitar porn situation right here.
If I said it's got intended, I'd be wrong. It's wrong. But we're just having a ball.
Oh, absolutely.
We actually have a 1957 225 that we use as a finish sample on our 225s, and I loved it so much we put that finish, that color, just
It's gorgeous.
it worked.
Beautiful.
So
Nice weight on that.
oh yeah. Again, we came out last year. We came out with our 1959 335,
Yes.
and it just sounded magnificent.
Absolutely.
So we've continued with that. The only change this year on that one is our beveling was wrong. We used a 35-degree bevel. We're going with a 45-degree bevel, which is more accurate. Other than that, on the 59, pretty good already.
Yeah.
But that guitar, having it around for a year and playing it, having artists play it, there was a sonic difference. It's all hot hide glue, that helped.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest difference is we have quarter sawn Adirondack spruce braces that were made just for that model.
Okay.
This year, across the board in the historics, it made such a difference that we had to put it in. So they all get quarter sawn Adirondack spruce.
Glorious.
It's just, and it sounds, they just sound great.
So many.
335,
Yes,
of
of
course,
course.
63. This, you can grab that if you will. This is a limited run, and it's just candy.
Look at that.
It's our 335. Wonderful figure wood on this. We really go to all out to get that with an indigo blue stain.
Magnificent. Beautiful. Now tell us a little bit about this one on the bottom here.
There we go.
Look at that.
ES 355, drab green, sort of an army green, dark antique on it, VOS. This guitar is based on nothing in history.
It's like the Chris Cornell
We
color.
did the Chris Cornell color, and we can thank Chris for picking the color. And so we had a request from Japan, actually,
Okay.
and we started painting it, it was like, it's just too cool.
Right.
It's just too cool.
It's beautiful.
It's very limited. It'll be completed probably at the end of this month.
Gorgeous.
The entire run. So that, in a nutshell, takes in a
all-
lot of Memphis.
Tell you what, you guys make glorious instruments.
Well, you make them sound good for us.
Well, thank
And
you very much.
you.
My pleasure. Mike Voltz here, Greg Koch here, Wildwood Visions.
Thank you so
NAMM
much.
Show 2015.
And thank Wildwood Guitar for everything they do for us and everybody.
Thank you all. We'll see you later.
Thank you.